Made with EasyVid, freeware at EasyVid.com. Today we are going over the top 10 toaster ovens. Our choices will benefit any home or office, whether you're on a budget or willing to go all out. We have got you covered. And let's start by heading over to our list at EasyVid.com/top-10-toaster-ovens. And number 10 on our list is the Hamilton Beach stainless steel toaster oven. You can expect to get even cooking with this toaster, especially the toast function that lets you choose a desired toast shade. It's selling for $60, which is great if you're on a budget, and positive reviews love that it won't break you at the bank and that it performs as expected. Functions work as described, and it maintains an accurate temperature, and it's really quite roomy. The only annoyance, if you will, with this toaster is that the oven rack does not have any stoppers, so you need to be mindful when you're pulling food out of the toaster, especially when it's very hot. The only real complaints people have are stories of defective units. For some, the oven didn't work at all, and for this reviewer, the timer dial broke, which makes it near impossible to use. Back to the list at easyvid.com/top-10-toaster-ovens. We're on number 9, the Cuisinart Classic Toaster Oven Broiler. This is great for toast and reheating. The broiler function is nice too, but it can take a little longer than expected to cook with the broiling function. It is selling for $68, and users love the toast function, where you can choose between 3 toast shades, and they say it's great for easy cooking items like pizza or melting cheese, toasting bagels, and etc. But if you prefer your toaster to have a timer, then you might want to skip this one. Instead, you just have the 3 toast shade options to choose from. For some, cooking with the Cuisinart is always a toss-up, and items can tend to burn. But since it should not be inconsistent in burning food, these are probably defective items. They happen. What are you going to do? Hopefully get a new one that works. Back to the list, easyvid.com/top-10-toaster-ovens. We're on number 8, the Breville Mini Smart Oven with Element IQ. This is great if you have a little extra money to spare, though this Breville is a little pricey. You'll benefit in the long run because it has 8 cooking options that include reheating, baking, broiling, and roasting. It's selling for $150. Positive reviews love its small size, and they are pleasantly surprised at how it cooks just as well as a conventional oven. They also say the reheating feature is spot on, and you can enjoy leftovers as if they were made the same day. It's really a great addition to any home, office, or even a dorm room if it's allowed, and also it comes with a baking pan and a crumb catcher. The only downside is the timer, which is really loud. That's the biggest complaint here. Not sure if that justifies a 1-star rating. That's a first world problem if I ever heard one. Back over to the list, easyvid.com/top-10-toaster-ovens. We are on number 7, the Cuisinart Deluxe Convection Toaster Oven. This functions much like the Breville just reviewed, but the Cuisinart costs a little less, selling at $120. And we rank this one better than the Breville because 1, it's cheaper, and 2, it has convection capabilities, which cooks food more quickly and evenly, so that gets more brownie points. Users like the convection, and they say that it actually does fit a full-size pizza, and they also appreciate the toast countdown feature, and it also comes with a handy baking pan. Lovely. It is on the smaller size. The Breville has more room than this, but it does have 2 rack positions where many toasters only offer 1. And the only negative thing people have to say here are again stories of defects. And for this person, the broil function did not work, and instead it stayed on the baking function. Oh. Back to the list, easyvid.com/top-10-toaster-ovens. Number 6 is the Hamilton Beach Convection Toaster Oven. So this is like the Cuisinart, which is like the Breville, but it costs way less, almost half the price at $70. Positive reviews love the convection functionality, and they say the temperature presets are spot on, and more importantly, it holds that temperature throughout cooking. Its interior is pretty roomy, and it has a 2-rack position, adding to its versatility. But the biggest issue some users are having with the toasting function. They say you have to babysit it in order to prevent burning, and it's easy to accidentally leave the oven on when you're trying to turn it off because the toast and off switch are right next to each other, so some accidentally have left their toasters on for hours. Fire hazard. Wow. Back to the list, ezvid.com/top-10-toaster-ovens. Halfway through the list, at the Panasonic Flash Express Toaster Oven. This toaster oven has tons of preset cooking options, labeled with easy-to-use buttons, but it is a little pricey at $134. But people love how versatile this oven is. You can use it for toast, bagels, reheating pizza, cooking frozen foods and snacks, and unlike microwave results, a food does not come out soggy with this toaster oven. It's an ideal piece, especially if you have limited counter space, because it's very small. And some question the quality and durability of the Panasonic. For some, the unit began to break after light use, and some say Panasonic's customer service is a frustrating, pointless experience, but we can't confirm this, so take that as you will. Back to the list, ezvid.com/top-10-toaster-ovens. Number 4 is the Oster Digital Large Capacity Toaster Oven. This has cool features like a 90-minute timer with auto shutoff and 2 rack positions, selling for $75. Users love this toaster oven because it can bake, and it bakes well, if not just as well as a top-of-the-line convectional oven. So with this you can bake, reheat, toast, defrost, bake chickens and roasts. It's really versatile with a fair price. Those who received defects had issues with the oven working properly. For some it was DOA, and others had problems with the electronic keypad and the clock losing time every day. But it's a relatively low price with the large cooking capacity, so you should check it out. Back to the list, ezvid.com/top-10-toaster-ovens. Number 3 is a Black & Decker 4-slice toaster oven. This is a great toaster oven if you're on a budget and you are looking for something that can toast and reheat well. It's selling for $30, and positive reviews love the reheating feature, and they say it does a consistent job at heating up food without making it soggy as microwaves tend to do. And this toaster also broils and bakes, but on a small scale, mostly because the timer only goes up to 30 minutes. So if you want to bake for longer, you need to reset the timer. And some people complain about smoke escaping from the oven that often results in the food catching fire, but since this obviously shouldn't be happening, it's safe to say these ovens are lemons. Back to our list at ezvid.com/top-10-toaster-ovens. We are on number 2, the Waring Pro Digital Convection Oven. This has a 60-minute timer and offers 5 cooking functions: convection, bake, broil, toast, and pizza, selling for $80, and positive reviews rave about the simplicity of use and high quality of cooking the Waring Pro produces. The 3 toast shades are true, and the convection capabilities mean you can prepare meals like chicken, fish, and roasts. The only real complaint, it shouldn't even be considered a complaint, nor does it justify a 1-star rating, but this reviewer complains that it's too big and seconds as a space heater rather than an alternate stove. Man, some people really just need to complain about everything. But we like it. Back to the list, ezvid.com/top-10-toaster-ovens. We have reached number 1, the Breville Smart Oven Convection Toaster Oven. Okay, if you want to go all out and invest in a really great toaster oven, then you need to consider this one. Yes, it's expensive at $250, but it has enough room for a 13-inch pizza, a 13x9 baking pan, or a 4.5-pound chicken. I mean, check out the number of 5-star reviews this Breville has. And what people love is that you can cook so many different items with this toaster oven. Users have used it to bake cakes, breads, brownies, chickens, roasts. I mean, it also holds baking pans thanks to its large interior. And it has a really nice LCD screen that displays cooking time and what preset you are using. But some things cannot be avoided, like defective items, which make up most of the complaints. But a few people had their glass oven doors shatter during use, which is kind of terrifying. But in this case, the positives outweigh the negatives astronomically, and we highly recommend the Breville Smart Convection Oven. To see the entire list, head on over to ezvid.com/top-10-toaster-ovens.